Mercifully and necessarily, it seems that our progression, our evolution, our moving up the scale of consciousness, of understanding, of wisdom, of self-realization. It's a slow march, isn't it? It's just a slow, progressive movement, and it seems to happen by such small degrees that it's like watching a plant grow or paint dry or something. And that's, a friend of mine says, trudging the road of happy destiny. And it's those times are those are like the regular times of life. But then there are the amazing times where you get rocketed forward all at once. Instead of going from A to B to C to D, you make a huge jump all at once. There's actually something in physics that correlates to that. You've all heard the term quantum jump or a quantum leap. It's actually something that happens in physics. It's when a subatomic particle orbiting an atom moves its orbit without traveling in the space in between. It seems to defy all logic and all common sense, but it happens. And it's called a quantum leap or a quantum jump. And so we have those too. I bet you can identify some of those in your life where it was life, it was life, it was life, and then it changed. It changed radically, revolutionarily, breathtakingly, all at once. And we definitely have those phases. But have you ever noticed upon introspection that it's always preceded by usually a great difficulty or adversity, and it just seems to be a energetic principle. Every spiritual awakening seems to be preceded by a rude awakening, might be one way to say it. And I've had several of these delightful jumps in my life, and I'm so grateful for them. But as I honestly look back, each and every one was preceded by, well, I like to use the analogy of, if you're going to shoot an arrow a long way, you gotta really pull back on it. And if you're going to bounce really high on a trampoline, you got to push it down a lot. So it's as if every quantum leap, every expansion of consciousness is in inverse proportion or ratio to the adversity, difficulty, situation that preceded it. This seems to be sort of an intellectual understanding of the process. I don't think it makes it any better, oddly enough, except for the fact that it gives us an inner certitude or knowledge that adversity is always the springboard to that expansion, that bounce, if you will, that arrow being shot into a new realm. And that's enough. That principle and that understanding is enough. And it's an extremely important one. And it's one that we all can remember when the bow is being pulled back, because my goodness, the release when it goes, right? Okay, kids, I'll see you all tomorrow.